Hey guys, I hope you're well. I had a doctor appointment today and I'm kind of out of breath, so forgive me if I get breathing hard. I'm just sitting in my little corner of the house where I like to hang out with Blitzen. Hi, Bitsy. You say hi to the fellas. Big smile. And guys, I'm not well. I've been jotting down some notes about a video I want to make, and that's what I'm doing now. If I'm going to make a longer video, I'll generally work from notes like that, just the high points. In this case, by chapter. So, I want to talk to you guys for a moment. And I'm going to cover all the way up to here in this video today. This chapter here called I'm No Longer Me, Who Am I? That'll be its own video and that'll come next. I've been noticing some things and I've come to some realizations that make me just sick to my stomach. And I've been sitting here contemplating things, looking at my aquarium. I wish the electric blue Akara would come out to say hi. He's back there. Usually he'll come out if he sees something here because he's starting to get to know me. Hi, baby. Ooh, how pretty are you? Electric blue Akara. I'll be making a video about this system, this ecosystem, in conjunction with the sump system. But I'll be posting it to my Dr. Durso channel. I'm fascinated by biology and biological and life sciences. In a way, it kind of makes me feel somewhat connected to my career before I retired. Although none of these creatures are part human. Hang on, guys. I want to show you something. Okay, guys. Blitzen's outside. He heard a couple dogs squabbling, so he had to go out and see what's going on. These will be my next 3 videos I make. I'm doing the what happened to me next after this one. And then I'll either do one showing CQR log, the logger that I use and why I love it, and I'll show you my antenna test procedure using the RBN network. Okay? Now, when I bring you back, I'm going to try to really move things along. I want to recap a few things, some of which I've already mentioned in a video, some of which I haven't. So I need to take you out to the garage and show you something, and I'll try to move it along, like I said. Okay? Hang on, guys. Well, before we do that, let me just say, I'm not well. I'm not well. I'm in full-blown AFib right now. And the doctor today ordered me to go straight to the emergency room, and I refused. Well, I told her I would. I told her, yeah, okay, I want to take Kyle with me. I want him to take me. And she said, okay. She said, I'll see you in a couple days as a follow-up in the hospital. And then, yeah, no, that's not happening. We're going to, I was thinking at the time, we're going to be seeing my cardiologist first thing in the morning, and I'll follow his advice. We'll take it from there, because he could either medicate me or defib me again. And so, hang on, bring you right back. The house is falling down. See that chair? That's my happy place in the summertime. I'll open this door, I'll open the overhead door, I'll sit there and watch the day come to life and the neighborhood come to life. Well, one morning I sat here and I looked at the open doorway and I freaked. When I say I freaked, I mean I freaked. I thought the house was falling down. Everything was tilted to the side. And I learned that I had a TIA, a transient ischemic attack, which is brain cell death, a mini stroke. The angular error, if I take a picture right now, it'll be on a tilt. I have to edit every picture I take if I'm going to keep it. When I'm walking around and going about my normal life, I don't notice it anymore. My brain compensated. I only notice it if I toss something at a basket or take a picture, right? Well, the TIA had a couple other effects. Believe it or not, my CW copying ability skyrocketed. It went from the mid-20s to the low 40s. Oh, I gotta stop rocking. One moment. Yeah, that's all I wanted to mention about the TIA and its lasting effects to this day. Well, I will say this. It had profound other effects that we'll be talking about in part 2 of this video. For now, let me talk about starvation. One moment. Well, starvation. Going on 5 winters ago, I believe 5, this will be the 5th winter since I went through this. It snowed and snowed and snowed. It wouldn't stop snowing every couple days. It would snow every day for weeks at a time. I had an elderly woman stop by where I was helping a friend shovel, and she looked at me and smiled and said, it has been relentless out here. I told the story before. I smiled and said, yes, ma'am, it has. And she shuffled on her way. Well, that winter I was losing 40 plus pounds per month. I started starving to death. I didn't even look like myself anymore. I had repeated gastro procedures and metabolic tests. They ended up finding that I was that I had no circulating level of vitamin D and my cortisol level had disappeared. So once they got me straightened out there, it took me several years to get back up to my body weight. But man, I've been through a lot. One moment. Blitzy's such a pretty boy. He's such a good boy. Blitzy, Daddy's got to go out to the shed. Yeah, I got to show the fellas something at the shed. Hang on. Come on, Blitzy. We got to show the fellas. I always like to record when I'm stepping onto or off of my little deck because I actually have fallen on camera. Ah, Blitzy. Panic at the shed. I fell to the ground in full-on panic attack. Talked about it all before, many times. Started a regimen of medications, and they worked. And they also caused me to have every night multiple screaming PTSD nightmares from my medical career. So upsetting that I'd wet my bed several times a night. Upsetting. Careful, Charlie. Ended up hating the effect the meds were having on me, or so I thought. So I quit taking them for 9 months. And I learned about some terrible things that I had let happen during that time. Oh boy. I started having full-on psychotic breaks. So I restarted the meds. So far, so good. And my doctor explained why. She said, yeah, your brain remembered those medications. And she said the second time you started your regimen, she said your body was much more able to cope with them. So at this point, so far, so good. One moment. Blitzy, now the hard part. Guys, I've been feeling so awful the last few weeks. Zero energy. Oh, I have the interest and desire, but zero energy. Chest so light and fluttery. My pulse so light, I've been having a hard time taking my blood pressure. And I've got lab-grade blood pressure monitoring equipment. And so, to end this video, I said so far so good with the resumption of my medications. Well, I feel fine. And this is what leads up to part 2 of this video series. I feel fine, guys, but I'm no longer me. That's hard for me to say. In part 2, I'll be showing you the examples. I'm no longer me, man. The core Chuck is, right? I've still got the same knowledge, the same interests, and, nothing changed in that regard, except for a couple. Some of the defining characteristics that have formed who I am my whole life are gone. I'll talk more about it in part 2, but I'm going to try my best to recapture that part of me if I can. But you know what, guys? If I can't, it's okay. I just have to let it go and say it is what it is and enjoy life and the interests that remain. You'll see more in part 2. Blitzy, you want to say bye, fellas? Say I love you. Say I love you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye now.